Hello there. My name is Jeremy Akpomera. I'm Chief Brand Officer and Head of Strategy at OroWorks. OroWorks is a brand solutions company, and our focus is helping African businesses thrive locally and become competitive globally. And I'm here to say welcome to Unbundle. Today in Unbundle, we're going to be talking about something really, I'll call it really funny, but the title is Unbundling Branding. I believe a lot of us have already existing ideas and conceptions about what branding and what a brand is. Today we are going to hit the nail on the head, right? We're going to hit the nail on the head, sharing granular versions of that information so that you, who might just be another random business owner, or who is someone who is starting up in the industry, or someone who is already in the industry and wants to just have a refresher course on this conversation, can have a clear understanding of what brand and branding is. All right, so come with me. Now, a brand, I'll have us begin with what a brand is. A brand is not a business. A brand is not a logo. A brand is not a social media page. A brand is not team shirts. A brand is not an inscription. A brand actually is a perception. What is perception? Perception is what you think, what you feel, what you receive as information, or what you process as information from an engagement, from an experience, right? Good. So for every experience you have with a product, a person, a company, a place, an idea, the idea you form at the end of that experience is called a brand. So I'll say a brand is perception formed on the back of an experience or a story told. Either way, it's an experience, because it's either a personal experience or an experience of a friend that now came to you as a story. All right, good. Now that we have established what a brand is, so the big question is, what is branding? Branding, a lot of people feel, oh, branding is the act of designing a new logo. That's very wrong. Branding, actually, in simple terms, is the deliberate process of creating the perception we want the audience to have about us per time. Us, in this context, might be a product. Us might be a business. Us might be a place. Us might be a person. Us might be an idea. Us might be an application. Whatever it is the deliberate process of creating the perception we want the audience to have about us at every given time. So we cannot leave branding to chance. We cannot be lousy about it. We cannot be random about it. Why? Because if you want someone to think about something, you are not, being that you are not in the person's mind, you have to practically engineer the entire thought process. The entire thought process. For those of us that are movie lovers, we would have seen this movie, Focus, right? Focus that starred Will Smith. If you have not seen it, go watch the movie. It talks about perception engineering, and that is exactly what we do in branding. Right now, for every building, right? I use this analogy when I teach a lot. When I want to build a house, right? I don't just plant the house. There are elements that come together to make the house become what I want it to be. We have the elements like sand. We have elements like cement. We have elements like iron rods. We have elements like wood. We have elements like the nails. We have, okay, that's even iron. We have elements like pipes. We have elements like glass, where glass is required, etc. All of these elements come together to form the house that now becomes what we engage and experience, right? The same way, in the same vein, in branding, there are elements, but the elements in themselves are not brands. So the way I can say a pipe is not a house, the same way I will say a brand name is not a brand. The way I will say a wooden pillar or a cement pillar is not a brand. It's the same way I will say the website is not the brand. So, but the coming together of all these elements, like the logo, like the color, like the typeface, like the communication style, like the tone of voice, right? Like the outlook, the general outlook, and all of that stuff, the coming together of all of these things form the brand. I remember we said the brand is the perception. So when all of these things come together, we now create the perception we want to have formed in the minds of our audience at every given time, right? I hope we're making sense thus far. So I want to also bring us to one very important point. A lot of us think that marketing, or rather branding, is an aspect of marketing, but that's not true. It's actually the other way around. Branding is the foundation upon which every business process is built. I was having a conversation with a friend a couple of days ago, and I said this in an image. This same thing, branding is the foundation upon which every business aspect is built. And she said, no, it can be foundation for everything except sales. And I said, no, even sales. Branding is the foundation upon which sales is built. And I'll talk about that in subsequent episodes. But we continue. Branding is the foundation upon which every single business process is built. If that is the case, what then is marketing? Marketing is the deliberate act of creating a relationship between the product, the service, the company, I would say the brand, and the audience. When a relationship between these two have been established, the audience can now engage the brand. Engaging the brand is not necessarily only in purchase. Engaging the brand could be in finding out more about the brand. Engaging the brand could be about, trying it out. Now, a first-time purchase. Good. Now, if the brand now delivers on her promise, say, for example, if you eat, or rather, for those of us that know this popular product, Baba Blue. So if you take Baba Blue, clear your airways, 2 seconds, that kind of thing. For those of us that engaged Baba Blue when Baba Blue was very, 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 very vast in the market. For every time we got relief, our trust in Baba Blue increased. For every time we got the brand promise, right, of whatever the brand said they will do, we got to trust the brand a lot more. That's the idea. So for every time the audience engages the brand and the brand is able to deliver on her promise, what happens? Brand trust ensues. An integrity pillar has been built. As this continues, the pillars become stronger, the pillars become more. That's why we now have what we call loyal customers, right? So marketing is on the foundation of branding. When we are able to now market properly, a lot of people feel marketing is going out to call people to buy. Not necessarily. Marketing is everything, right? The way you talk to your customers is marketing. The way you dress to work is a marketing idea. However, they are all built on the brand, right? And finally, a lot of people will ask, why bother about branding? I'll talk about 2 or 3 major reasons. One is differentiation. In an already crowded market, it is very important that you do not come into the same market yelling the same thing everybody's yelling. Come with a different conversation that will make people notice you. The only way we can notice you is when you are deliberate about understanding what the market is already saying and choosing to say something valuably different. Number two, still, it helps choice. There are already a lot of products in every industry. Why and how should I choose you? Some of us are already sold out to certain products in certain industries, so we don't even have to think about what's it called now. Think about options. We are already focused. It helps in the entire choice process, and finally, it helps in being profitable, not making profit. Sales will make you profit. Branding will make you profitable. What's the difference? Profit is the extra money you get at the end of the day after you have removed your entire cost structure. What is left is profit. Profitability is the in quotes now, ability to continually make profit from a particular product, service, idea over a protracted period of time, right? So be different, or rather branding helps you stay different, or rather branding helps you also engage in being chosen easily, and branding helps you be profitable as a business. I hope that in this episode we have been able to unbundle, right, the idea of branding. See you in the next episode. God bless you.